Cheers, everybody.
Welcome.
Welcome to another episode of Bourbon Booze. It is whiskey time. It's Tuesday. It's time for some good whiskey. I like Tuesdays and Thursdays when we try whiskey and flavored whiskeys, but I also like every other day that we do an episode. Hopefully you do too, so make sure you hit that like and subscribe. What are you looking at?
The world.
The world. So today we have something special for you. This was given to me by a viewer and friend, the Jefferson's Ocean. Jefferson's Ocean, which is supposed to be something really spectacular, and we've been kind of nibbling at it the day he brought it over. But this will be the first time I've had it since. The distillery, the Trey Zoller Distillery, I guess it's... I don't know if this is sourced or actually distilled. Let's take a look here. Just says bottled for McLean & Kind, Louisville, Kentucky. But online it says, I think the guy named Trey Zoller is the guy that produces it and puts it all together. So it's bottled. So it's definitely going to be a sourced whiskey. It's called Jefferson's Ocean because it is transported in its cask on ships that transverse the oceans across the world for 6 to 7 years. It's a bourbon, so it's going to have to be aged here in the U.S. for at least 2 years, and then it's put on ships and just supposedly...
It's on the ship that it's in the barrel that it's just...
Yeah, they make a big deal about the agitation and then being in cold weather and hot weather across from the Arctic to the Antarctica.
The thing with, like, you know, Kentucky bourbon, was it flowed down the Mississippi on the barges, and it would agitate.
I think that it's been proven that the agitation really doesn't affect the whiskey at all.
It's more the hot and cold.
It's probably the hot and cold, yeah. And also the closeness to the seawater and the brininess and whatever.
Yeah, because the moisture impermeates the cask.
Mm-hmm. The age is 6 to 7 years. It is a proof of 45% or 90 proof. I do think they have some cask strength and some others. This is just their base one, which comes in at a cost of $71.99. It's quite expensive, if you ask me, for a bourbon. And so this is going to leave it as a one barrel.
And that's why I was looking at, it explains why it has
a map of the world.
Yeah.
It'd be cooler if the casks were numbered and told you all of its ports of call, destinations. And obviously they do have that information somewhere. They track it.
Yeah.
They don't just put it on a ship and forget about it until it comes back.
But if it was like on this bottle where it showed all the ports.
Or just something that came with it. And I don't know, he brought the bottle here. I've only seen the bottle on shelves. I've never seen it in a box.
If it's in a box and it has a little pamphlet with it or
but
something.
I've never seen it in a box.
And so it was $79?
$71. $71.99. So $72. It is 90 proof. 45%. Age 6 to 7 years. It's going to be a one barrel on cost. It's got a very strong bourbon-esque aroma, but a little bit of something else. So you're getting the dark fruit, the maple, the molasses.
A little bit of like the butterscotchy.
Okay.
A little of the shortbread, a little bit.
I don't know, it's just my mind playing tricks because I know this has been on the ocean, but it smells a little salty.
Yeah, maybe it's got a little bit of that. I picked it up from the casket. You know, I mean, it's been on around the world, but, you know, they put it in a shipping container and lock the door and stuff. So it's like, how much does it really...
True. It does have hints of banana and apricot.
Yeah.
It smells like a traditional bourbon with a little bit of, I don't know, acidic saltiness to it, brininess.
kind of like an olive or something.
Yeah. So let me write this down. Sometimes I forget to write things down, and then I have to rewatch the video half a dozen times while I'm editing it so I can make sure I get all this stuff. A little bit of oakiness to it. I would say that it's probably about a 3.5 on aroma, because it does smell like a really nice, even bourbon. There's no real alcohol tinge to it.
And I already tried it, and it's very velvety.
Yeah, it's giving me the warming feeling. Lately, and I've said this in many videos in the past, lately I've noticed that coolness or warmness with the whiskeys.
You said warmony.
This is giving me a more warmness feeling.
You're giving me crap for making up words.
I didn't make it work. I said warm. I said warmness feeling. I do give you crap for your hearing.
I'm gonna say
some dark fruit, cherry. Not as much banana as I thought I'd get.
No, there's no banana at all.
Little molasses and some acidicness.
Yeah, light molasses. Maybe even a little butterscotch. I don't.
Okay. A little bit of vanilla.
And this might just be because we just recorded an episode before, but it's got a little bit of licorice.
Okay. I'm only going to give it a 3 on flavor and a 3 on bite. It doesn't have a strong upfront bite, but it's got a little lingering funkiness on the back end that's not really pleasant. Is it a good whiskey? Yes. But I think you could go much cheaper, like on an Old Forester or a Buffalo Trace or a Wild Turkey, and get a much more robust flavored bourbon.
Yeah, I'm saying
this.
On the bite, I'm not getting that much in the back. It's on the very tip of my tongue. It's just
okay.
And like I said, we do back-to-back episodes. It might be the last one that's kind of like still.
Yeah, but I tried to cleanse my palate quite a bit.
I didn't.
I like Jefferson's Ocean. Apparently my dog is just agitated for some reason. I like Jefferson's Ocean. I would like to try some others. I think I have tried the cask strength. I just don't remember at a bar. It's a good whiskey. It's not a $70, $80 good whiskey.
Yeah, I would say this is a really good whiskey. But if it was like at maybe the 45 or something,
yeah,
maybe 50.
Maybe 50. It's got a really cool story, kind of like the OMFW.
And they're kind of like, they're putting the price on that they put it on a boat and forget about it for 6 years. And
so this is from the 3-Roll Distillery in Lafayette. No, Baton Rouge. 3-Roll from Baton Rouge. It's their whiskey, and it's a Mississippi floated whiskey.
So they take it down the barges.
Yeah, so it's a bourbon, and it comes down the barges, and that's what they make a big issue about. And this is a newer bottle. My old bottle, my first batch that they ever got, actually had floaters in it because it wasn't filtered.
Filtered, it was just
so
right out of the
yeah,
cask.
it was really cool, and it tastes good. I got 2 bottles. I think Cody still has a bottle. So we recently got this one to do some comparisons on, but it's got the same kind of story, and it's a really good bourbon, but it's only $40, $50. I don't know. You guys can definitely tell me what you think about Jefferson's Ocean. Maybe I mean, it's one of those unicorns out there that everybody's trying to get. And I really do appreciate the person that gave this to me. I think that it was a wonderful gift. Went out of their way, $80, $70. And hopefully he'll come over and drink some. But is it worth $70?
I would say if you took the cost out of it, this could almost be a 4-barrel.
Yeah, right now it's a 3-barrel. I think the flavor could be a little bit better.
I think the mouthfeel, the silkiness of it is what really catches me. It's just so pleasant to drink. But
tell us what you think about Jefferson's Ocean, any other bourbons we should try out there. Definitely leave a comment below about cost versus quality, because this is, I don't know that the cost is worth it, but tell us what you think. Make sure you check out Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok, as well as all of our merchandise and all of our other videos Monday through Friday. Remember, there is no bad whiskey, so we've never reviewed bad whiskey. We reviewed some things that had the word whiskey on it, but they were neutral spirits. They weren't whiskey.
I don't think we've done anything lower than a 2.
Nothing lower than a 2.
Maybe
we've done a couple whiskeys at 2.5, which is, to me, on the low end. That's only halfway through, so it's like a
and I think it was
passing score.
They were cheaper whiskeys, and they got a little boost for being cheaper, and they weren't the best tasting. But as we started this show, it was...
Yeah, in the 4 years, we've only downgraded a very small handful of drinks. So, don't...
Definitely more give things a bonus barrel. Mostly because of cost.
So don't take this as a jab at Jefferson's Ocean. It's a good whiskey. It just may not be the price. But remember, there's no bad whiskey. There's only good whiskey and great whiskey. This is a good whiskey.
Good whiskey. I think if you have the money and could afford that, just to have it in your bar,
to show off?
Yeah.
Okay. Cheers.
Laters.